Okay, this is the beginning of workbook 23 or lesson 23, and it has to do with density, and I cannot teach density without showing this little clip. So if you haven't seen this movie, it is Back to the Future, and this is George McFly, and that right there is Michael J. Fox playing, I don't remember his name, I haven't seen it in so long, but he's trying to go back and say that, like, you're my destiny, but this is what he says. And I like how it was in Swedish. Okay, you are my density. So I wanted to show you that long thing to show that you're my density. So we're talking about density. We have area density. So density is basically how tightly packed molecules are. Things that are more dense, generally speaking, are heavier. But basically, it's area. It's related to area as a measure of amount of or count per area. So basically, if I were to have a really sparse hairline and I hardly had any hair on top, you would say that the density of hair is very, very small, very little on my head. So they talk about it with a petri dish. So basically, how much per area. So here's an example. So find the population density of a city. So it gives us this many people, gives us this many square miles. And so we're supposed to find out the number of people per square mile. So you're going to do this 1,400,000 divided by the area. So 1,400,000 divided by 320. And we get, there are 4375 people per square mile. So that would be it. So neighborhood is home to this many residents and is that many square miles. So I'm going to take the residents, so 1550, and divide it by 2.5. And I get 620 residents per square mile. And then Jen's patio has an area of 200 feet. She's covering the area with that many small rocks. What is the density of rocks on the patio? So we're going to take the rocks divided by the area. Again, so that's 16 rocks per square foot. These are going to be really small. Well, anyway, I'm not going to look very good. Okay, so that is the idea behind density. Then we get into more detailed density problems. Waiting, as we do with strong mind. That's how it works. Volume density. So we talked about area density is like per square mile. So we just do a simple division. Volume density is how much it takes up. So like how heavy something is. Like, yeah. So it is the mass divided by the volume. So this is totally different. Well, it's totally different than we're supposed to do. So the mass divided by the volume. So if we had, so we can calculate the volume of this thing and we have the mass. To find the density, we would do that mass divided by the volume. And then here you can see that things are different. So it says grams per cubic meter. So this is when things start really getting more complicated. This gave us all the measurements in centimeters, but it wants it in cubic meters. So it's going to involve more intense switching things around. 5 centimeters is, they calculate this in centimeters cubed. I would change it to just meters at the beginning and then calculate it. Either way, you'll get down to that. So going to the next video.